Welcome to Coins News Daily. Stop scrolling. Did you know some old rare US President gold $1 coins can be worth thousands of dollars today? Coins that collectors are paying crazy prices for, rare mint marks and years that could make you instantly rich. Watch till the end to see which President $1 coins are the most valuable and rare. Like this video, comment if you have any old coins, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries. Thanks with love for watching. Coin 1. Today we are going to explore a fascinating coin that many people have seen but very few truly understand. A coin that quietly sits in drawers, jars, and pocket change across America, yet in some rare cases it can be worth far more than its face value. If you are a coin lover, a collector, or someone who simply enjoys hidden treasures, then stay with me until the end of this video, because today we are talking about the 2009 William Henry Harrison presidential $1 coin. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but behind its golden color and detailed design lies an interesting story connected to American history, minting technology, rare varieties, and surprising collector demand. Some examples are worth just $1. But certain rare versions and mint errors have sold for impressive amounts at auctions. So sit back, relax, and listen carefully, because this is a coin story that many collectors find incredibly exciting. The William Henry Harrison presidential dollar coin was released in 2009 as part of the presidential dollar coin program in the United States. This program was created to honor former presidents of the United States, placing their portraits on circulating dollar coins in the order they served in office. William Henry Harrison himself is one of the most unique figures in American presidential history. He served as the 9th President of the United States, but his presidency was the shortest in American history. Harrison gave a very long inauguration speech in cold weather without wearing a coat, became ill shortly after, and passed away only about a month after taking office in 1841. Because of this unusual historical story, many collectors find coins honoring Harrison especially interesting. The coin captures his portrait in a dignified design that reflects his place in history. The obverse side of the coin features a detailed portrait of William Henry Harrison facing to the right. Around the portrait you can see the inscriptions that identify him as the 9th President of the United States and show the years of his presidency. The reverse side of the coin is shared with all presidential dollar coins in the series. It features a powerful image of the Statue of Liberty holding the torch high. This symbol represents freedom and the ideals of the United States. Around the design you will see the words United States of America and $1. One of the most unusual features of this coin is something many people do not notice at first. The date, mint mark, and motto inscriptions are not placed on the front or back of the coin. Instead, they are located on the edge of the coin. If you look closely at the edge, you will see inscriptions including the year 2009, the mint mark, and the national mottos. This edge lettering technique was introduced to give the coin a unique appearance and also to make counterfeiting more difficult, but this design choice also created opportunities for minting mistakes. And as many collectors know, mint errors can turn ordinary coins into rare and valuable pieces. One of the most talked about varieties in presidential dollar coins is the missing edge lettering error. In this case, the coin leaves the mint without receiving the edge inscriptions. That means the date and mottos are completely missing from the edge. When collectors discovered these types of errors in the presidential dollar series, they immediately became popular. These error coins are sometimes called smooth edge dollars because the edge appears blank. Another interesting error occurs when the edge lettering is doubled. Instead of receiving the inscription once, the coin passes through the process twice, causing overlapping letters along the edge. Collectors find these varieties fascinating because they show how coins are produced and how small mechanical mistakes can create rare collectibles. There are also off-center strikes, where the design appears shifted to one side of the coin. In these cases, part of the design may be missing while another part shows extra blank metal. Coins like this can be highly collectible depending on how dramatic the error appears. Another factor that increases value is the condition of the coin. Coins that have never entered circulation and remain in perfect mint state condition are often worth more than coins that have been used in everyday transactions. Professional grading services carefully examine coins and assign them a grade based on their condition. Coins with extremely high grades, especially those close to perfect, can command much higher prices among collectors. Mint marks also matter when collectors evaluate these coins. The 2009 William Henry Harrison dollar was produced at different United States mint facilities, including Philadelphia and Denver. Although millions of coins were produced, collectors are always searching for the finest preserved examples or unusual varieties. Another interesting aspect of this coin is its golden appearance. Many people believe these coins are made of solid gold, but in reality they are composed of a special metal alloy designed to create a golden color while remaining durable for circulation. The composition includes copper, zinc, manganese, and nickel. This combination gives the coin its distinctive color and helps it resist wear. Over time, collectors began building complete presidential dollar collections, which increased interest in each individual coin from the series. Some collectors try to find coins from both mint locations, while others search for rare varieties or perfectly preserved examples. The excitement of coin collecting often comes from the possibility that a simple coin might hold hidden value. Many people have discovered collectible coins in pocket change, old piggy banks, or inherited collections. Imagine sorting through a jar of coins and suddenly finding a rare variety that collectors are searching for. That moment of discovery is one of the most thrilling parts of the hobby. For coin enthusiasts, examining details carefully is very important. Using a magnifying glass or coin loop can help reveal small features like mint marks, edge lettering, and possible errors. Lighting also plays a big role. When light reflects across the surface of a coin, it can reveal scratches, luster, and other details that help determine the condition. Collectors also recommend storing valuable coins in protective holders to prevent scratches, fingerprints, or environmental damage. Proper storage helps preserve the coin's beauty and long-term value. Now you might be wondering the most important question. How much is the 2009 William Henry Harrison $1 coin actually worth? Most circulated examples are still worth about $1, which is their face value. However, uncirculated coins in excellent condition can sell to collectors for several dollars depending on demand and grade. Coins with strong mint state quality have sold for around $10 to $30 among collectors, but when we talk about rare error coins or extremely high-grade certified examples, the price can rise much higher. Some rare mint error versions and top-graded coins have sold at auctions for around $100 to $300. In exceptional cases where the coin shows a dramatic minting error and remains in near-perfect condition, auction prices have reached several $100s. So the next time you see a presidential dollar coin, take a closer look. That simple coin might carry a piece of history, an interesting minting story, and possibly even hidden value. Coin collecting is not just about money. It is about history, discovery, and the excitement of holding a small piece of the past in your hand. And who knows? The next rare coin might already be waiting in someone's pocket change right now. If you enjoyed learning about the 2009 William Henry Harrison presidential dollar coin, keep exploring the world of coins because every coin has a story, and sometimes that story can be surprisingly valuable. Coin 2. We are going to explore a coin that many people have seen but very few truly understand. A coin that quietly sits in collections, drawers, and sometimes even bank rolls, yet for serious collectors it carries a story of history, rarity, and surprising value. Stay with me because by the end of this video you will understand why the Andrew Johnson presidential $1 coin from 2011 has become a fascinating piece for coin collectors across the United States and around the world. Before we dive deep into the coin itself, imagine this. A small golden-colored coin, only a little larger than a quarter, passing through thousands of hands. Most people treat it like ordinary pocket change. But collectors know that sometimes an ordinary-looking coin can hide extraordinary value. And that is exactly why coins like the 2011 Andrew Johnson dollar are so interesting. The presidential dollar series itself is already an important chapter in modern American coinage. In 2007, the United States Mint launched a program to honor past presidents of the United States. Every year several presidents would appear on $1 coins, each designed to celebrate their legacy and contribution to American history. The coins were issued in order of the presidents who served in office. Among these coins, the Andrew Johnson dollar from 2011 represents the 17th President of the United States. Andrew Johnson served during one of the most challenging times in American history, the period after the Civil War known as Reconstruction. Because of that historical context, the coin is not just money. It is a small piece of American history captured in metal, when you look closely at the coin, the obverse side shows the portrait of Andrew Johnson. His profile is strong and detailed, created by skilled engravers of the United States Mint. Around the portrait you will see the inscription Andrew Johnson, 17th President, and the years of his presidency 1865 to 1869. The reverse side carries the familiar Statue of Liberty design used on presidential dollar coins. The torch is raised high, symbolizing freedom and opportunity. Around the edge of the coin is another interesting feature that many collectors find fascinating. Instead of placing the date and mint mark on the front or back like most coins, the presidential dollar series place those markings on the edge of the coin. If you slowly rotate the coin, you will see inscriptions including the year 2011, the mint mark, and the phrase E pluribus unum along the edge. This unusual edge lettering is actually one of the reasons collectors pay very close attention to these coins. During the early years of the presidential dollar program, several edge lettering mistakes occurred. Those mistakes created rare varieties that collectors still search for today. Now let us talk about rarity, because that is what most collectors care about. At first glance, the Andrew Johnson 2011 dollar coin may seem common. Millions were produced by the United States Mint. The Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint both struck large numbers of these coins for circulation. Because of that, most examples found in circulation are worth only their face value. But coin collecting is never that simple. Condition plays a huge role in determining value. Coins that remain in pristine mint state condition are much harder to find than circulated examples. A coin that has never been used in everyday transactions will retain its original luster, sharp details, and bright surfaces. Collectors often refer to these coins as mint state or uncirculated. The difference between a circulated coin and a high-grade uncirculated coin can be dramatic. Even tiny scratches or contact marks can reduce a coin's desirability to collectors. That is why serious collectors often search through large quantities of coins hoping to find the cleanest possible example. Another reason collectors love the Andrew Johnson dollar coin is the possibility of mint errors. Mint errors occur when something unusual happens during the manufacturing process at the mint. These mistakes are not supposed to happen, but when they do, they create unique coins that collectors find extremely exciting. One famous category related to presidential dollars is missing edge lettering. If the coin somehow skips the edge lettering process, it leaves the coin completely smooth around the edge. These coins are often called plain edge dollars by collectors. Because the inscriptions are missing, the coin instantly becomes a mint error variety. There are also cases where the edge lettering appears doubled, misaligned, or partially missing. Sometimes the letters overlap or appear faint due to a striking problem. Each of these variations can increase collector interest depending on how dramatic the error is. Collectors also pay attention to strike quality. A strong strike means the design details appear crisp and sharp. Weak strikes may show softer details in the hair, face, or lettering. Coins with exceptional strikes and beautiful surfaces are often selected by collectors for grading. Professional coin grading companies carefully examine coins and assign them numerical grades based on their condition. The highest grades are extremely difficult to achieve because even a small imperfection can lower the score. Coins graded at the very top levels often become highly desirable for collectors who want the finest known examples. Now imagine finding a coin like this in perfect condition, with bright golden color and flawless surfaces. For a collector building a complete presidential dollar set, a top-grade Andrew Johnson coin can become an important piece of the collection. Another interesting aspect is collector demand. Presidential dollar coins have a dedicated community of enthusiasts who search for varieties, errors, and high-grade specimens. Because of that demand, certain examples can attract attention when they appear at auctions. Sometimes collectors even search through unopened mint rolls hoping to discover a rare error coin hiding inside. The excitement of possibly finding a unique mint mistake is part of what makes coin collecting so addictive, and that is the beauty of numismatics. A coin may look simple, but behind it lies history, artistry, production technology, and the thrill of discovery. The Andrew Johnson 2011 presidential dollar reminds us that even modern coins can become collectibles. While billions of coins circulate every year, Only a small percentage survive in exceptional condition or with interesting mint errors. So the next time you see a golden-colored dollar coin, do not ignore it. Take a moment to check the edge lettering. Look at the surfaces. Examine the details. You might just discover a coin that collectors would love to add to their collection. For coin lovers, every coin tells a story. Some stories are about history. Others are about rarity and unexpected value. And sometimes the most ordinary coin can become the most surprising treasure. If you enjoy learning about rare and valuable coins like this Andrew Johnson presidential dollar, keep exploring your change and studying the details of every coin you find. Because in the world of coin collecting, knowledge is often the key that turns ordinary metal into a valuable discovery. Now let us talk about the real market value collectors care about. Most circulated 2011 Andrew Johnson $1 coins usually trade for about $1 to $3 depending on condition. Bright uncirculated examples from bankrolls can sell for around $5 to $15. High-grade certified mint state coins have sold for about $50 to more than $100 depending on the grade. Rare mint error examples with missing or dramatic edge lettering mistakes have reached auction prices of around $500 to more than $1,000 depending on the strength of the error and the condition of the coin. Coin 3. We are exploring one of the most interesting coins in the modern United States presidential dollar series, the 2008 John Quincy Adams $1 coin. This coin honors the sixth President of the United States, a leader whose legacy stretches back into the earliest days of American history. But beyond the history, collectors are fascinated by the rare varieties and mint errors that make certain versions of this coin surprisingly valuable. The presidential dollar program began in 2007. The United States Mint created this series to celebrate former presidents in the order they served. Every year, 4 different presidents were honored with their own golden-colored dollar coins. These coins quickly caught the attention of collectors because each one carried unique designs, edge lettering, and sometimes unexpected minting mistakes that made particular pieces rare. In 2008 the spotlight turned to John Quincy Adams. Born into one of the most influential families in early American politics, he was the son of the second U.S. President, John Adams. John Quincy Adams served as the 6th president from 1825 to 1829. His life was filled with diplomacy, politics, and dedication to the young nation. The United States Mint chose to honor him with a presidential dollar coin that carries both historical meaning and collectible value. When you look at the front of the 2008 John Quincy Adams dollar coin, you see a detailed portrait of the president. His strong profile faces to the right, surrounded by inscriptions that read John Quincy Adams, 6th President, and the years of his presidency 1825 to 1829. The portrait captures the seriousness and determination that defined his leadership. The back of the coin carries the iconic image used for all presidential dollars. A powerful eagle spreads its wings while landing gracefully. In its talons it holds an olive branch, symbolizing peace and strength. Around the eagle are the inscriptions United States of America and $1, but one of the most unusual features of these coins is not on the front or the back. Instead, it appears on the edge of the coin. The edge lettering includes the year of minting, the mint mark, and the national motto E pluribus unum. This special edge design was introduced to bring back a classic style used on early American coins. This edge lettering also became the source of some of the most exciting errors collectors search for. Some 2008 John Quincy Adams dollar coins were struck with missing edge lettering. These coins are known among collectors as missing edge letter errors. Because the edge inscriptions were never stamped onto the coin, the edge appears completely smooth and blank. When collectors discovered these pieces, excitement quickly spread throughout the coin collecting community. Another fascinating error involves doubled edge lettering. During the minting process, some coins passed through the edge lettering machine more than once. This created overlapping or doubled inscriptions around the edge. These coins are unusual and immediately catch the attention of collectors searching for mint mistakes. There are also coins with partial edge lettering where only part of the inscription appears. This occurs when the coin shifts slightly during the lettering process. The result is a coin where some letters appear clear while others are missing or incomplete. Collectors also pay attention to mint marks. The 2008 John Quincy Adams dollar coin was produced at multiple United States mint facilities including Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from each mint carry slightly different characteristics, and collectors often compare them carefully when building complete sets. While millions of these coins were produced, condition plays a major role in determining value. Coins that remain in pristine uncirculated condition are far more desirable. When a coin has sharp details, clean surfaces, and no signs of wear, collectors consider it a premium. Example: professional coin grading services evaluate these coins and assign grades based on their preservation. A higher grade can significantly increase a coin's desirability and market value. Some collectors search bank rolls hoping to find an untouched specimen that could achieve a high grade. The golden color of the presidential dollar coins often surprises people. Despite their appearance, these coins are not made of gold. Instead, they are composed of a special manganese brass alloy layered over a copper core. This alloy gives the coin its distinctive warm golden tone while keeping production costs reasonable. Even though they are modern coins, the presidential dollars have developed a strong collector following. Enthusiasts enjoy searching for mint errors, studying the historical figures honored on each coin, and completing full collections of the series. The John Quincy Adams coin in particular has drawn interest because of its connection to early American leadership and the possibility of rare edge errors. For collectors, finding a coin with a striking mistake can feel like discovering hidden treasure. Many coin hunters carefully examine the edges of every presidential dollar they encounter. A quick glance at the edge can reveal whether the lettering is normal, doubled, partial, or missing entirely. That tiny detail can transform a common coin into a collectible piece. Another factor that increases collector interest is the story behind the president himself. John Quincy Adams was not only a president but also a diplomat, lawyer, and congressman. After his presidency, he served many years in the House of Representatives, where he became a strong voice against slavery. His long career in public service adds historical depth to the coin that carries his portrait. Collectors often say that coins are small pieces of history you can hold in your hand. The 2008 John Quincy Adams dollar perfectly represents this idea. It connects modern coinage with the legacy of one of America's early leaders. If you ever come across one of these coins, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Look at the portrait, check the reverse design, and most importantly examine the edge. That small detail could reveal a rare variation. Many valuable coins are discovered in ordinary circulation. People sometimes spend them without realizing their potential worth. That is why collectors always encourage others to check their change. In the world of coin collecting, patience and curiosity often lead to exciting discoveries. A simple dollar coin might hold a unique minting story waiting to be noticed. Now let's talk about the real market value that collectors are willing to pay. A normal circulated 2008 John Quincy Adams $1 coin is usually worth around $2 to $4 in the collector market. An uncirculated high-grade example can sell for around $10 to $30 depending on condition and grading. But coins with rare mint errors such as missing edge lettering or doubled edge inscriptions have sold at auctions for prices ranging from about $100 to several $100s depending on rarity and condition. Coin 4, where we explore the hidden treasures that might already be sitting in your pocket. Today's story is about a coin that many people ignored when it first appeared in circulation, yet collectors today search for it with excitement and curiosity. This is the fascinating story of the gold-colored 2007 George Washington presidential dollar coin, a coin that celebrates the very first president of the United States and sometimes hides surprising value. Before we dive into the details, imagine this. You receive a dollar coin in change. It looks golden, it feels different from the normal coins in your pocket, and it carries the portrait of one of the most important figures in American history. Most people would spend it without thinking twice. But collectors know that certain examples of this coin can be worth far more than $1. In the year 2007, the United States Mint introduced a new coin program called the Presidential $1 Coin Program. This program was created to honor the presidents of the United States in the order they served. Every year, several new presidential coins were released, each one featuring a different president on the front. the very first coin in this historic series featured none other than George Washington, the first president of the United States who served from 1789 to 1797. His leadership during the early years of the country made him one of the most respected figures in American history, and it was only fitting that he would be the first president honored in this coin series. The design of the coin is both elegant and meaningful. On the front side you can see the detailed portrait of George Washington facing left. Around the portrait are the inscriptions that include his name, the order of presidency, and the years he served as president. The design captures the dignity and historical importance of the man who helped shape the nation. On the reverse side of the coin is a powerful symbol of American identity. You will see the Statue of Liberty standing tall with her torch raised high, representing freedom and hope. The reverse also includes the denomination of the coin and the words United States of America. One unique feature of the presidential dollar coins is that some inscriptions were placed on the edge of the coin rather than the front or back. If you look carefully at the edge of the 2007 George Washington dollar coin, you may find inscriptions that include the year of minting, the mint mark, and the national motto. The coin we are focusing on today is the 2007 D version. The letter D means the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. Millions of these coins were struck there in 2007, but not all of them are exactly the same. Small differences, minting mistakes, and rare variations can turn an ordinary-looking coin into something collectors desperately want. The color of the coin often surprises people. Many think it is made of gold because of its bright golden appearance. In reality, the coin is not made of pure gold. Instead, it is made from a special metal alloy that gives it that rich golden color while keeping production affordable. Now here is where the story becomes truly interesting for collectors. Some 2007 D George Washington coins were struck with minting errors that made them extremely unusual. These errors happened during the production process when something went wrong at the mint. Sometimes the machines misaligned the dies, sometimes the edge lettering process failed, and sometimes the metal planchets themselves had flaws. One of the most famous errors for the 2007 George Washington dollar is the missing edge lettering error. Normally the edge of the coin should include the year, the mint mark, and the motto. But in some coins, this lettering was never added. Collectors nicknamed these coins "godless dollars" because the motto was missing. When such an error occurs, the coin instantly becomes more interesting to collectors. Instead of being just another presidential dollar, it becomes a mistake coin, and mistake coins are some of the most exciting pieces in the world of coin collecting. Another error that collectors look for involves doubled lettering or partially struck edge inscriptions. These can occur if the coin passed through the edge lettering machine incorrectly. The result is unusual patterns or overlapping letters that make the coin stand out from normal examples. There are also cases where the coin surface shows striking errors such as weak strikes, die cracks, or off-center strikes. While these may look like imperfections to a casual observer, collectors often see them as unique features that tell the story of how the coin was made. Condition is another huge factor that affects the value of this coin. Most coins that circulated in everyday use have scratches, dull surfaces, or small marks. But coins that were preserved carefully or never circulated at all can remain in brilliant mint condition. Professional grading companies carefully examine coins and assign them a grade based on their condition. A coin graded at the very top levels can be significantly more valuable than the same coin with wear or damage. For the 2007 D George Washington dollar coin, collectors often search for examples that still have their bright golden luster, sharp design details, and clean surfaces. These high-grade coins are the ones most likely to attract serious interest in auctions. Another reason collectors enjoy this coin is because it marks the beginning of the presidential dollar series. Being the first coin in a historic program gives it a special place in modern American numismatics. Many collectors try to assemble complete sets of the presidential dollar coins. Because George Washington is the first president featured, his coin is often the starting point for these collections. Imagine a collector examining a pile of dollar coins, carefully checking the edges, studying the shine, and searching for that one special coin that might be different from the rest. That excitement is part of what makes coin collecting such an addictive and rewarding hobby. So if you ever come across a 2007 D George Washington dollar coin, take a moment to examine it closely. Look at the edge lettering. Check the surface for unusual features. Pay attention to its overall condition. You might be holding something far more interesting than a simple $1 coin. Collectors around the world continue to search for rare examples of this coin, especially those with striking errors or exceptional condition. Each coin has its own story, and sometimes that story can lead to surprising value. Today in the collector market, a normal circulated 2007 George Washington dollar coin is worth about $1 to $3. Uncirculated examples in strong condition can sell for around $5 to $15. High-grade certified coins can reach prices between $50 and $200. Rare error coins such as missing edge lettering examples have sold at auction for several $100s and in exceptional cases have reached over $1,000. So the next time you see a golden dollar coin with the face of George Washington, remember that history, rarity, and collector demand can turn an ordinary-looking coin into a fascinating collectible treasure. And who knows, the next rare coin discovery might already be waiting quietly in someone's pocket change.